Well, consumers now have a way to hit back at greedy energy companies and their soaring bills, and soon you can go entirely off the grid by installing a mini power station in your garage that can run on solar, wind, water, even biofuel. And as Rodney Lose reports, it isn't as expensive as you may think.
South Australian consumers are really getting screwed from every direction at once. It's unbelievable.
Within the next decade, you'll see more and more people turning off the grid.
Once that's all up and running, we're expecting to save up to 50% of those energy costs per month.
Pretty soon, you're going to get a nasty shock. Not from your power point, but in your mailbox. Because power prices surged from July 1. Here's why.
On the wholesale side, where the electricity is actually getting generated, we're seeing a small handful of gas and diesel generators with way too much market power able to push up the power prices. On the retail side, we're seeing some of the largest retail markups in the country from the big three, so that's AGL, Origin and Energy Australia.
Miriam Lyons is the Environmental Justice Campaign Director at GetUp. The activist group's recent study into rising power prices found privatisation and deregulation are the cause, and also to blame regulators for allowing things to spiral out of control.
South Australians are getting the worst deal in the country. So the big three, AGL, Origin and Energy Australia, are charging $650 a year just in a retail markup. So that's not counting the cost of generating or distributing the electricity. That is more than anywhere else in the country. So if you compare that, say, to the ACT, households there are paying about $225 a year just to the cost of the retail side alone. And that is because in the ACT, they have a regulated retail market.
Shopping around can save you money, but it is a time-consuming chore. But get set for an exciting new option where you can kiss goodbye your energy supplier.
What we have here is what we believe will be the most popular residential product. This is the 5 kilowatt MPS unit, and this, as you can see, is the batteries and the MPS control and energy management system all in one package. So this takes up less than the footprint of what you would have a top-load washing machine.
Raphael Toda is from Go Gridless, who from next month will start connecting these mini power systems, which not only generate energy, but store it for use during a household's peak demand.
The key points of difference with the MPS is that it has compatibility for any battery type now and in the future, and it also has a very unique and intelligent management software behind it. So it's constantly analysing and allocating the electricity for the property for the most effective use.
The MPS or mini power system is the brainchild of Adelaide electrician turned innovator Anthony Orcone from Green NRG Co.
Our system is a little bit different to the normal inverter system. We have a multiple input system, so living in areas like I was saying before, maybe near a stream where you have constant flow, you can put in a hydro turbo, which is a smaller unit. You can have the ability to put in a wind turbo, so if you're living maybe in a valley or somewhere where you have general wind flow constantly, and also solar.
The key to the system is not how the energy is made. Energy can come from your existing solar panels, a biodiesel plant, wind or water. The key is how the system distributes power between storage and usage, making sure the batteries aren't depleted quickly by power-hungry devices.
And our system has the ability to control all the input and output load currents. That's the key factor moving forward, is the ability to be able to control your input and output load currents.
And his systems can be scaled up or down. Anthony has just installed a 25 kilowatt system into this McDonald's store on the Gold Coast for franchisee Joe Condon.
Right now, for example, sitting up on the roof, we have 124 solar panels. We have a shed built out the back that's going to house a whole bunch of batteries. Once that's all up and running, we're expecting to save up to 50% of those energy costs per month.
In commercial use, it reduces peak demand, lowering the cost a business pays per kilowatt hour.
If we run out of power in the gel batteries before the sun's up again the next morning, it seamlessly, automatically transposes over into mains power.
A domestic unit is a simple unit, a little bit different to the norm. It sits in a little cabinet, so you can actually take it with you if you decide to shift home, so it's not a total waste of money.
The savings again are expected to be the same, about 50%, and that is without relying on any feed-in tariff rebates from your power company.
The unit will come as a complete kit, so panels, battery, cabinet, and of course our MPS unit. So you can put it into any domestic home, very simple to install wiring-wise, installation-wise. Depending on the size of your home, anywhere from a 5 kilowatt, which is our standard unit, up to a 20 kilowatt.
Anthony has also come up with more portable units, ideal for people who have to operate remotely where there's no readily available power supply.
So these all unfold like so. The beautiful thing about this, being such a tight, compact unit, is you have the ability to follow the sun.
Anthony says retailers around the country will start rolling out units next month. A 5 kilowatt system fully installed will cost less than $15,000. He says with technology constantly changing, the system can be upgraded at any time with new generators or batteries. And he says the time when residential homeowners dump their power company for good is not far away.
I think within the next decade you'll be pretty well off the grid.
And for more information on the mini power systems, just head to our website. Rodney Lose there.